The strange interstellar visitor, Oumuamua, that once whisked through our planet is back again, moving at an unprecedented speed towards Earth. This time, even the scientists are terrified and sending warnings that Oumuamua will crash in about 2 weeks, and nothing can stop it. Are we facing a potential disaster? Is this going to be the end of our planet? Join us as we dive into the urgent warning of this strange visitor that is about to crash. Chapter 1. The Discovery of Oumuamua. In 1837, an unknown object reached a notable cosmic milestone, unnoticed by anyone. It crossed a distance of 1,000 astronomical units away from the Sun. For more than 100 years, this object kept advancing towards Earth. Ironically, no scientist discovered it. It kept moving until October 19, 2017, when a scientist, Robert Warwick, in Hawaii discovered it. An image captured by an astronomical telescope at the University of Hawaii revealed a faint, thin streak traversing the sky at a consistent pace each day. This day marked a historical event, as it was the first recorded interstellar visitor. The discoverer thought of the best name for the object and decided to call it Oumuamua, meaning a messenger from afar. Even though the discovery was made in Hawaii, it sparked a global initiative to observe the object through telescopes. It also caught the interest of astronomers from the SETI Institute, who eagerly engaged in observing the object. They also pushed the search further, hoping to find any extraterrestrial signs, thinking this object might feature some advanced technology. What does Oumuamua look like, you may ask? Some describe it as a reddish, cigar-shaped rock object. Its elongated shape is almost 4 miles wide and about 10 times longer than it is wide. This description surpasses any asteroid or comet in our solar system. However, some still suggested that Oumuamua was either an asteroid or a comet. An asteroid is a small rocky body orbiting the Sun. While comets are large objects made of dust and ice orbiting the Sun, Oumuamua was traveling at a speed of 196,000 miles per hour, which is more than 100 times faster than a bullet. This shocking revelation again sets it apart from what we can identify in our solar system, whether it is an asteroid or a comet. Let's try to distinguish between the two phenomena. Comets are composed of ice, while asteroids are rocks. Scientists first thought Oumuamua was a comet, but later changed their minds and called it an asteroid when it zipped past the Sun. But then they still considered it an asteroid until measurements indicated a slight acceleration, which means it might be a comet. However, there's a clause to this. The object accelerated much more than they predicted. This situation puzzled the scientists, leaving the question of what Oumuamua was hanging. A remarkable characteristic of Oumuamua was its periodic brightening and dimming every 7.3 hours. This dynamic sign indicated its rotation around its short axis. Such a pattern suggests that it might not be a comet, and it suggested a more rigid and durable composition than the typically fragile, snow-like material of most comets. It appeared dark red, similar to when moons in the outer solar system are affected by space radiation. Hold on a second. Could Oumuamua be an alien or Russian spacecraft? We all know the Russians are capable of anything on Earth. They always compete with the U.S. Besides, Oumuamua's color involves iron, as suggested by Dr. Mech, an astronomer at the University of Hawaii Institute. So what did they find out about Oumuamua? And has any satellite been able to track it down and predict where exactly it will crash? Chapter 2. Theories around Oumuamua. Various theories emerged to explain Oumuamua's identity. First, some believed it was a rock. Others proposed that it was filled with gas. But then some experts astonishingly said that Oumuamua must be an alien aircraft. This raises the question of whether an alien ship is somewhere hiding while releasing a part of it to explore Earth. But is that the truth? Let's dive deeper into the theories to find out more. According to Dr. Mag, Oumuamua must have been flung from a distant star following a supernova explosion. According to Elon Musk, it was formed when two objects collided and fused together. Astronomers were initially happy when they discovered that Oumuamua seemed to point toward Vega, the brightest star in the Lyra constellation. This star was known to possess a debris disk. By calculations, this object might have traveled to its present location in roughly 600,000 years. But then the possibility of it coming from Vega didn't hold much water. That's because significant changes were noted in its path. Astronomers believe that Oumuamua must have encountered a new star system for the first time, considering its motion around the Sun. This was similar to the speed of nearby stars. Nonetheless, there's a possibility that Oumuamua must have been around the galaxy for billions of years. Another theory worth noting suggests that Oumuamua is a chunk of nitrogen ice. According to researchers Alan Jackson and Stephen Desch from Arizona State University, Oumuamua might just be a fragment blown off a Pluto-like object by a massive impact. However, to merge with this theory, Oumuamua would have to be smaller than initially thought. Another theory proposes that cosmic rays interact with surface ice in interstellar space, freeing hydrogen gas trapped in water molecules. This created a supply of hydrogen gas trapped in amorphous water ice. This is the theory from Daryl Seligman from Cornell University and Jennifer Bergner from Berkeley University. They suggested that Oumuamua gained warmth from the sun, which altered the structure of the ice and pushed it forward. Well, this may be true only if it was truly ice. But that's not all. Astronomers Avi Loeb and Shmuel Bialy from Harvard University suggested that Oumuamua could be a solar-powered spacecraft. That sounds interesting. According to them, the various characteristics of Oumuamua suggest that it has an artificial origin, hinting at the possibility of extraterrestrial origin at play. This lends credence to the assumption that Oumuamua might be from an alien civilization. No doubt, the appearance of Oumuamua lends credence to the fact that it originated from a place outside our understanding of the solar system. However, we can't draw a final conclusion because its true size and shape remain a mystery, and no device has been able to capture the actual image of this object. Astronomers only rely on its brightness and their knowledge of how asteroids and comets reflect light to guess its size. However, since no tail or coma had been found on the object, the comet theory was not approved. The comet theory also suggests that Oumuamua's apparent movement could be from the force that broke it free from a supposed parent object. However, repeated non-gravitational acceleration contradicts this assumption. Instead, scientists coin a theory involving sunlight. If Oumuamua is extremely thin, around 0.3 to 0.9 millimeters, its movement could be due to solar radiation pressure. They propose that Oumuamua could be a light sail, a technology demonstrated in space missions like the Japanese probe and NASA's nanosail, D2. These light sails use photons' kinetic energy to propel themselves through space. Therefore, they suggest that Oumuamua could endure a long journey through interstellar space through a light sail. They estimated it could travel at least 16,000 light-years from its home system, wherever that may be. Additionally, Oumuamua's motion closely aligns with a region of the Milky Way galaxy called the local standard of rest, making it difficult to establish its origin. Well, we can't draw a final note on this just yet, so the question still lingers. What is Oumuamua, and who are those controlling it? Where is its final destination? The last time it was seen, it was on its way out of our solar system. Now we are being told it's about to crash. We're on our planet. But before we dive further into that, scientists tried to understand Oumuamua's trajectory. What they discussed and tried to do is worth noting, as this will explain why they assumed that Oumuamua would crash in 2 weeks. So let's get right into that. Chapter 3. Oumuamua's trajectory. Scientists felt that they should send robotic probes with sails hurtling toward Oumuamua. However, this suggestion isn't possible now, and that's because the world has not produced an aircraft that could take up such a mission. Well, maybe sometime in the future, as projects like Breakthrough Starshot are already building on this. Whether scientists reach Oumuamua or not, its visit can prepare the world for future encounters. Even though Oumuamua had taken billions of years to arrive at its current location, it's just a fleeting moment on the cosmic scale. The Milky Way galaxy boasts an age of 10 billion years, so Oumuamua could have journeyed through approximately 20,000 star systems. Well, this is just a modest fraction compared to the galaxy's 200 billion stars. However, it's a good number of cosmic encounters for Oumuamua. It would have raised dust and debris, allowing the stars to intermingle. Therefore, Elon Musk and other astronomers believe that Oumuamua is on a fast race to Earth. They had even predicted that it would enter the Kuiper Belt this year. Notwithstanding, no one has located Oumuamua. They only work on the information they can gather through devices. Still, this doesn't make their assumptions any less valid, as they can note the direction of the visitor. They only assumed it was on its way to Earth.